Okay, let's look at the section where you rewrite the equation in logarithmic form in your exponents and log packet. Basically what we're going to do is solve for the other variable that's not by itself. So let's look at number 42. 3 to the x power equals y. To get x by itself, we'll log 3 each side. Those cancel, and so you have x equals log base 3 of y. And that's your logarithmic form. Let's also do number 43. U to the negative 14 equals v. So we're just going to log u each side. So those log u's cancel out. Negative 14 equals log u of v. And that's your answer. So basically we have this here. We're given b to the x power equals y. B could be anything, x could be anything, and y could be anything. And then you just you switch them and you put log b of y equals x. So this base is now going to be the base of the log. What it equals is now going to be on the inside of the log. And then it's going to equal wherever the exponent is. Now again, it doesn't have to say b, x, and y in the equation. In fact, in this 41, b is y. This isn't the same b that's in this formula right here. Let's just put a capital B so we don't get confused. So go ahead and try number 41 and 44 on your own, and then we'll continue to the next section. Pause the video and try those two problems for just a moment. Alright, let's go ahead and find the inverse of each of these functions. So if you look at the last page of your exponents manual, on the rubric page of Canvas, you can find something about exponential inverses. So if we have log b of x equals y, then the inverse would be b to the y equals x. And of course, if you would put in the notation that they usually have, you would switch the x and the y, and you would now put f of negative 1 of x instead of x. So here's the inverses rule again. Okay, let's look at 46. So the first thing you would do for y equals log 3 of 5 to the x over negative 4 is switch x and y and solve for the new y. So x equals log 3 of x of 5 to the y power over negative 4. Okay, now from these page of notes we have definition of a logarithm. If we base log b of x, we'll just have x. So to get rid of this log 3, we're going to base each side by 3. So then we have 3 to the x power equals 5 to the y all over negative 4. Multiply each side by negative 4. And you have negative 4 times 3 to the x equals 5 to the y. To get rid of this 5, we're going to log 5 each side. So then we have y equals log base 5 of negative 4 to 3x. And this would be your inverse. Some notations might put f to negative 1x instead, or they might leave it this way. The key in the back we'll just have it in this notation. But be aware that on multiple choice tests or other places that this might come up, they might use this notation instead. Alright, let's do one more on this section. Number 47. Y equals parentheses 2 to the x power plus 8 all to the 1/2. So we're going to switch x and y and solve for the new y. So the first thing we want to do is get rid of this 1/2. So we're going to exponentiate each side by the reciprocal, which is 2. So exponentiate by 2. Those cancel into 1. So you have x squared equals 2 to the y plus 8. Subtract 8 from each side. So then we have x squared minus 8 equals 2 to the y. We're going to log base 2 each side. So then you have y equals log base 2 of x squared minus 8. And that's your inverse equation. Go ahead and try the rest of these on your own, and then check the back to see if you got the right solutions. And then move on to the next video.